Alrighty everyone, this is the third video in the kind of Disney frequently asked questions series. I'll reiterate once again, I'm in the car because the world has recently very much changed for reasons I can't talk about on YouTube. And my parents are now working from home. Again, I filmed this video before, that's why I look a little different. I hope you guys enjoy this video. There is some misinformation. I do probably mention that I am doing another college program since everything has changed. That is no longer happening. I do have a whole other video about that. I will link it above, or to link that video so that you guys can check it out and see what my new plan is. But I do definitely still plan to move to Florida. But yeah, so this is just some information for anyone else who is applying. So enjoy this video and please consider subscribing if you would like. Maybe, I don't know.
So how long does it take to get in? So it can take anywhere from a few days to a few weeks to a few months. For me, it usually, from the time that I applied to the time that I got in, has usually taken less than a month. However, some people will apply and not hear back, and then get in on the very last day. Like, they could apply the first day and not get in until the very last day, and that's completely possible. So it's very, very flexible, but you will hear back by a certain date, and they will send you an email if you do not get in. What is the application process like? So the application process, it begins with just applying, submitting your application and everything like that on the Disney Careers website. You'll go to the website, look for the posting. You can also just go to the Disney College Program. If you just Google Disney College Program application, you'll find it. You will create a password with their thing, create a username and password, and then you'll be able to submit your application on there. And then after your application is submitted, you kind of just have to wait. Every time that I've submitted an application, it has always gone straight to a web-based interview or a WBI, which is basically just a personality test. And as long as you're just true to who you are, kind of stuff like that, they're just trying to test your personality, see what you're kind of like, to see if you'd be a good fit for Disney. And so then you'll automatically know if you passed or failed that one. You'll either get a thing that says, unfortunately you didn't pass, or you'll just get kind of a generic, like, thank you, we'll reach out to you soon, kind of a thing. And then if you pass, then you typically do get a phone interview after that. They do sometimes get backed up with phone interviews, so sometimes it will take a little while for you to move on to the phone interview phase. But every time that I've applied, I have gone straight to a phone interview, and you'll get an email in your email about that. So after you're done with the first phase, you'll just, keep getting emails, and then you'll just open up the links in the emails, and it'll lead you to the WBI. For the phone interview, it'll lead you to a link where you can pick out what days work best for you to do the interview and what times and everything. They have a pretty good range of times, everywhere from early in the morning to pretty late at night. I would say if you live on the West Coast or anything, it can be a little bit harder to do really late at night because obviously the interviewers are on the East Coast, so they are on East Coast time, so they're going to be about 4 hours ahead of you, so you probably won't be able to do it at like 9 o'clock at night in your time, but they still do have pretty good time slots. So worst case scenario, you would probably be able to fit it in somewhere, whether on your day off or, whatever. And they do it every single day of the week, including the weekend. So that's pretty nice. They're pretty flexible about that. And so yeah, so then you'll set up your time for your phone interview, and then you'll do your phone interview. They'll call you. It'll be a blocked number or a no caller ID sort of number. The number one important thing to do is not to make the same mistakes as me, and do not leave your phone on Do Not Disturb. I have an entire story about the time that I had did my phone interview. I was waiting for my phone interview. The phone never rang, and then I kept getting voicemails. I got 2 voicemails, and I was just devastated. I missed my phone interview. I'll tell that story another time, and then when I do, I will link it above. But that's another story for another day. And it is really like a cool story, so I think I'm going to save that for its own dedicated video. But yeah, just know that they'll work with you and everything. So then, after your phone interview, it's kind of just a waiting game. So when you're done with your phone interview, you just have to wait it out. That's kind of just it. It sucks. You can, like I said, wait anywhere from 3 days. I think that the last time that I applied, I got in on, there was a wave the day after, but then I think like 2 days later or something. Anyway, I did not wait very long either time after my phone interview. I got accepted pretty quickly afterwards. But then again, I've also waited until the very last time, or just in the middle, or just randomly just get cut. Again, the rejection is really not personal as long as you pass your WBI. Oh, this is really important actually. So if you do not pass your WBI, you cannot reapply to Disney for 6 months because that WBI stays valid for 6 months. So if you applied to the spring college program and you did not pass the WBI, you're actually ineligible to apply for the fall college program. So unfortunately that really sucks, but you'll just have to wait until the next spring to apply. And then hopefully pass your WBI. Don't worry if you miss a couple of questions or misread a couple of questions. I misread one of the questions and it was like, my friends think that I am a nice person. And I said, nope, they don't. They hate me. And I still passed. So don't worry if you miss a couple of questions or if, you misread one or anything, but do try and read them thoroughly and fully answer to the best of your ability and as honestly as possible. Every email you've had 3 days to respond to. I didn't say that before. You have to take your WBI within 3 days, and you have to schedule your phone interview within 3 days. So your phone interview could be 2 weeks out, but you just have to have the date scheduled by 3 days from when you got that email.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please consider subscribing and liking this video. And if you have any additional questions that weren't covered in the video, please leave them down below. I would love to answer any questions for you guys. Thank you. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!